Hi there. Who's ready for some bedtime stories? I know I am, and I know Bernard is. Are you? Well, let's start with a story that Bernard picked out because, of course, it's about a bear. And it's called We Love You, Hugless Douglas. This is written and illustrated by David Melling, and it's published by Tiger Tales. Lots of sheep. It was a bright and beautiful kind of day. A day for sharing with friends, thought Douglas. So he went out to look for someone to play with. Only he couldn't find anyone, anywhere, until he heard a noise. Well, hello, Flossie, said Douglas. How did you get up there? Flossie took a deep breath. I was playing hide and seek with my best friend Little Sheep and I got stuck and now he's lost and... Don't worry, said Douglas, and he placed Flossie gently on the ground. Flossie gave Douglas a thank you hug. Will you please help me find Little Sheep? She sniffed. Of course I will, said Douglas. And together they headed off to do just that. They soon passed the old barn and found Cow and her best friend preparing milkshakes for everyone. Hello, said Cow. Take a seat and we'll make you strawberry and banana smoothies. Oh, we can't stop now, said Douglas. We're looking for Little Sheep. Have you seen him? Cow looked under the table. No, she said. Have you tried going down, though, and around? Well, Douglas wasn't quite sure what she meant, but thanked her all the same and hurried on. Douglas and Flossie made their way down the hill, through the long tickly grass, toward tall tree wood. And they were busy searching all around when all of a sudden they were surprised by 3 flying bunnies. Good catch, said Rabbit. Have you come to join our class, best friend bouncers? No, said Douglas. We're looking for Little Sheep. Oh, too bad. I could do with a catcher for my big bouncers. Rabbit sighed. Well, if you're looking for sheep, why don't you try Baa Bush? Well, by the time they reached Baa Bush, Flossie was very excited. Let's see what we can find in here, said Douglas, and he rummaged around in the leaves. Nope. 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 There was no sign of any sheep, but Flossie wriggled and squeaked and asked Douglas to please look again. Found you, Little Sheep, cried Flossie. Best friends together at last, smiled Douglas. The 2 sheep looked so happy and trotted off hand in hand. Douglas waved goodbye to them. I wish I had a best friend, he said. Well, close by, wise old owl heard his wish. Douglas wondered why he felt so sad, and he sat down to think for a while. He was just about to head home when he heard a rustling sound behind him. Everyone was there. We heard you needed a best friend, said Rabbit, so we all came to find you. Douglas realized how silly he had been. Of course, we're all best friends together. We love you, Hugless Douglas, everyone cried. And I love you too, smiled Douglas. I love pins, said one sheep. We love piggyback rides. I love muddy puddles. I love drawing. I love ladybugs. I love my mom. We love bouncing. I love my best friend. I love pudding. I love books. I love my dad. What do you love? I guess I love stories and sharing them with you. Let's do a finger play about a bear, since we had a bear story. Can you sit up nice and tall and pretend that you're a mountain and that you have a bear right up there on your shoulder? The bear went over the mountain, the bear went over the mountain, the bear went over the mountain to see what he could see, to see what he could see, to see what he could see. And what did he see? Put him back up there. The other side of the mountain, the other side of the mountain, the other side of the mountain was all that he could see. Well, we're going to have a story now about something that they thought they could see. In fact, that's the name of it. They thought they could see him. This is written by Craig Key Strete with pictures by Jose Arguello and Arian Dewey. And this book is published by Greenwillow Books. Can you see him looking at you? I see some eyes. Oh, there he is. Let's find out what he is. Little Dark Chameleon crept out of the heart of his winter home, and he moved up onto a tiny branch. Now rain puddles glistened beneath his feet. The wind blew warm over the walls of the adobe. That's his house down here. All winter, Little Dark Chameleon had lived safe and asleep beneath the granary where the people kept their seed corn. Now insects buzzed over bush and tree, and he was awake and hungry. As he moved on quick, silent feet, he began to forget the sleepy winter dark, and he felt now the joy in the first wakeful light of spring. Eyes half closed, still filled with winter memories, Little Dark Chameleon sat on a brown branch and waited for an insect to find his tongue. Now a hungry snake watched him. The snake climbed the tree to catch the Dark Chameleon for his first meal of the spring. But when he got there, everything on the brown branch was brown. Can you see Chameleon? Oh, the Dark Chameleon got away, said the snake, and he slithered off. Now, Little Brown Chameleon jumped off the brown branch. His feet gripped green leaves, and he hung there. His sticky tongue caught a bug. Now an owl flying home to sleep saw the brown chameleon in the green leaves. The owl swooped down to catch him. But when he got there, everything in the green leaves was green. Can you see him? The brown chameleon got away, hooted the owl, and he flew off. Now Little Green Chameleon jumped out of the green leaves and landed softly in the tan, rain-washed sand. A fox saw the green chameleon in the sand, and with pointed ears and hungry eyes, the fox crept toward him. But when he got there, everything in the tan sand was tan. Oh, the green chameleon got away, yipped the fox, and he ran off. Now the little tan chameleon crawled up on a ridge of golden rock. An Apache boy saw the tan chameleon and tried to sneak up and catch him for a spring surprise. But when he got there, everything on the golden rock was golden. Oh, the tan chameleon got away, said the boy, and he slowly walked off. See what I see? Right there. Now the little winter dark, brown, green, tan, and golden chameleon warmed himself in the sunlight. Snake, owl, fox, and boy all thought they saw him. But little chameleon had a secret. Nobody sees me, he said, because I am the color of the world. Can you see him there? There's his head. There's the tip of his tail. And he's turned all the colors of the world. And that's what chameleons do. They're able to change color to blend in with their surroundings. So if they're on a branch, they can be brown. If they're on leaves, they can be green. If they're on sand, they can be tan. If they're on yellow rocks, they can be yellow. And that's how they get away from all of the people. Well, not people, but all the critters who would like to eat them. I don't know that I'd want to eat a chameleon. I'd much rather eat a hot dog. I've got 5 little hot dogs that are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. So 4 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 3 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 2 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 1 little hot dog is cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the one went bam. So no little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the pan went bam. I'm thinking, when you look at this cover, do you think it might be a scary book? I don't know. It's called Use Your Imagination, but be careful what you wish for. This is written and illustrated by Nicola and it's published by Nosy Crow. One day, Rabbit was feeling bored. I wish something would happen, he said. Oh, look at that shadow. Excuse me, said a voice. May I help? It was Wolf. Well, maybe, said Rabbit. I'm bored. Oh, why don't we write a story, said Wolf. I'm a librarian, you know, and librarians know lots about stories. You don't look like a librarian, said Rabbit. What big ears you have. All the better for listening to stories with, my dear, said the Wolf. And what big eyes you have. All the better for reading with, my dear, said the Wolf. Said Rabbit. I'm sure I've heard something like that before. Oh, never mind that, said the Wolf quickly. Let's get on with the story. Well, how do we start? Asked Rabbit. Well, you need to use your imagination. That means using words and pictures to create a story, explained Wolf. And of course, there's really only one way to begin a story. Once upon a time. But what is our story going to be about? Asked Rabbit. Well, said Wolf, use your imagination. Space rockets, cried Rabbit. Big explosions. And bananas. We need lots and lots of bananas. Oh, I don't think so, said Wolf. What we need is a fairy tale, something to really sink your teeth into. And of course, all fairy tales need a bad guy. Well, what about a mouse? Asked Rabbit. Oh, I was thinking of something bigger, said Wolf. An elephant, said Rabbit. Oh, no, how about something medium-sized, said Wolf quickly. I know, said Rabbit. What about you? Now that's a good idea, said Wolf. What next? Asked Rabbit. Well, of course, we'll need a hero, said Wolf. Oh, me, said Rabbit. What a great idea, said Wolf. But what will I wear, said Rabbit. Oh, it doesn't matter much, said Wolf. Use your imagination. A spacesuit, cried Rabbit. Oh, or a pirate hat? Or what about a little red cape? Oh, you probably don't need a costume, said Wolf, smiling. But where does this story happen? Asked Rabbit. Use your imagination, said Wolf. That's a tricky one, said Rabbit. What do you think? I was thinking of somewhere treey, said Wolf. What about a forest? Said Rabbit. Oh, now that's a good idea. Rabbit felt very proud. Oh, we've got a bad guy, a hero, and a forest, he said. Is this story going to start soon? Oh, yes, said Wolf, grinning. The story starts right now. I don't like this story at all, panted the Rabbit as Wolf chased after him. Really? Snarled the Wolf. Well, don't worry. We're nearly at the end. I don't think so, said Rabbit, suddenly stopping. I'm the hero after all, and I'm going to use my imagination. And so Rabbit did. Oh, this isn't a good idea at all, said Wolf. Well, Rabbit grinned. Oh, don't worry. We're nearly at the end. Help me count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up. Blast off. Can you see who's in that window? Now, that was a good idea, said Rabbit. Isn't using your imagination a wonderful thing? I think so. Wasn't that a fun one? All right. Well, can you shake, shake, shake your sillies out? Shake, shake, shake your sillies out. Shake, shake, shake your sillies out and wiggle your waggles away. And can you clap, clap, clap your crazies out? Clap, clap, clap your crazies out. Clap, clap, clap your crazies out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you stretch, stretch, stretch your stretchies out? Stretch, stretch, stretch your stretchies out. Stretch, stretch, stretch your stretchies out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you stand up? Because it's time to jump. Can you jump, jump, jump your jiggles out? Jump, jump, jump your jiggles out. Jump, jump, jump your jiggles out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you yawn? Yawn your sleepies out, yawn. Yawn your sleepies out, yawn. Yawn your sleepies out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you shake, shake, shake your sillies out? Shake, shake, shake your sillies out. Shake, shake, shake your sillies out and wiggle your waggles away. Good job. All right. Well, let's see. I've got a couple of choices here. I think we're going to have a chasing story. This is Donna Onishik was chased by some cows. It's written by Bill Grossman, illustrated by Sue Truesdell, and it is published by Harper and Row. and it's a rhyming story. Well, Donna Onishik was chased by some cows, and also by mooses and gooses and sows. It happened one day when Donna at play patted a cow on the head. Well, cow got her friends and they started to chase poor Donna Onishik all over the place. They chased her through farms and through pastures and barns, around and around and around. She ran down the street past a uniformed cop. He blew on his whistle and made them all stop. "Thank you," she said, and she patted his head, and the cop started chasing her too. Well, they chased her up roads full of buses and trucks. They chased her down rivers all covered with ducks. They chased her on bridges, on ledges and ridges, around and around and around. The voice of a cat in a treetop above her said, "Quickly, young lady, come here and take cover. Climb up here with me." So she climbed up his tree, and she thanked him and patted his head. But the cat chased her too, so she quickly climbed down, and the others joined in when she got to the ground. She barely was racing ahead of their chasing when a boy pedaled by on a bike. He slammed on his brakes and he jumped off his bike. "Here," said the boy, "take my bike if you like." "Oh, thank you," she said, and patting his head, he hopped on his bike and he chased her. They chased her past chickens and turkeys and birds, through bunches of buffalo running in herds, past foxes and bears eating apples and pears, around and around and around. She yelled to a horse with a pack on his back, "Oh, please let me ride on your back in your pack." "Sure," the horse said. So she patted his head, and the horse started chasing her too. They chased her up sidewalks, they chased her down streets, they chased her through gardens of carrots and beets, through windows and doors of houses and stores, till she stumbled right into a doctor. The cows and the mooses crashed into the doctor, who bumped into Donna Onishik and knocked her right through a wall. And the rest of them all went charging along closely behind her. They chased her up mountains, they chased her down valleys, they chased her up highways, they chased her down alleys. They chased her for hours through bushes and flowers, around and around and around. She ran and she ran just as far as one can. Then she slowed and she stopped and she threw up her hands. And she turned and stood facing those folks who were chasing and said to them, "What do you want?" "Head pats," they said. "We want pats on the head. You give such incredible head pats," they said. "They're so awfully good. We thought that it would be nice if you gave us some more." So she gave them 5 head pats. They begged her for 10. She gave them 10 head pats. They begged her again. So she patted away for most of the day. Then she stopped and sat down and looked tired. She said to them all, "Do you know what I'd like?" Then the boy pedaled over to her on his bike. He patted her head. "Thank you," she said. Then everyone patted each other. Now, head pats from anyone always are nice, but head pats from Donna Onishik are twice as good as the rest, yet hers are the best. Isn't that so, Bearnard? That's just silly. Well, there were 5 little monkeys swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, "You can't catch me." Along came Mr. Crocodile, as hungry as can be, and he went snap. So now 4 little monkeys are swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, "You can't catch me." Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as hungry as can be, and he goes snap. 3 little monkeys are swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, you can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as hungry as can be, and he goes snap. 2 little monkeys are swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, you can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as hungry as can be, and he goes snap. 1 little monkey is swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, you can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as hungry as can be, and he goes snap. That means no little monkeys are swinging in the tree. I'd better watch out so he won't catch me. All right, let's have one more book. This one is a bedtime story, sort of. It's not a bed, it's a time machine. This is written by Mickey Rapkin and illustrated by Teresa Martinez and is published by Imprint. Good night, kiddo. Be brave. You're the boss of bedtime. Me? Brave? I wasn't so sure. Bedtime means lights out with dark corners and spooky sounds. Don't be afraid of bedtime, Flopsy said. This isn't a bed, it's a time machine. Think about it, Floppy said. You brush your teeth, get under the covers, and then what? Bam! It's morning. Where did the hours go? So close your eyes. Imagine your next adventure, and then it's blast off in 5, 4, 3, 2, fun! Well, you know what I saw next? I'll give you one Tyrannosaurus guess. Dinosaurs. Hundreds of them. Whoa, wait a minute. Is this safe? Fluffy mumbled. But I was already climbing a tree branch, which wasn't a tree branch at all. It was a dinosaur, and Floppy shouted, "Run!" And then the dinosaur, well, licked my head. Slurp. Why, you're not scary, I said. You just want to play. So we played fetch with his giant bone. And we played connect the dots with the twinkly stars. It would have been awesome to hang for 6 billion years, but I started missing home. I tried to leave, but my new friend wouldn't stop nibbling on my sock. I don't think he wants to be alone, Floppy whispered. But you're not alone, Dino Pal, I said. The other dinosaurs are always nearby. He had his family. Now it was time for me to see mine. So Floppy and I climbed back into the time machine. Be brave, Floppy whispered. You're the boss of bedtime. And when I opened my eyes, why, the sun was peeking through. Look at your hair, Mom said. What happened? Oh, I had a dream. I had a dream my bed was a time machine and a dinosaur licked me. And maybe it wasn't a dream after all. I think we better get our bubble gum out. So reach in your pocket and pull out your piece of pretend bubble gum. Unwrap it and pop it in your mouth and chew it all up until it's soft and squishy. Here we go. Okay, put your hand out. And 1, 2, 3, spit it in your hand. And clap your other hand on top. And now your hands are stuck together with sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your chin. How do we get it off? We say the magic word, on stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your back. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your cheek. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your arm. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your nose. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your knee. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on mom or dad. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your toe. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum. Time to throw it in the trash. Well, this is the story of a fidgety fish. His name was Tiddler. Now, Tiddler was always fidgeting. He wriggled and squiggled, he darted and giggled. His mom just got fed up with him and said, "Why don't you go out into the sea and swim until you're tired? But watch out for the big fish." So Tiddler swam out of his house. And he dived and he flipped, he leaped and he dipped, he sped faster than a rocket and glided gently like a swan, letting the sea currents fan his fins. But he didn't feel tired, not yet. Well, the sea was full of the most interesting things. There were, let's see here. Do you know what those are? There were limpets that clung. And there was a jellyfish that stung. And there was a big old starfish that didn't do much at all. "Hello," said Tiddler to the starfish. But the starfish didn't answer. It didn't even move. A crab came scuttling by. And Tiddler said, "Hello to you." He wanted to play with it, but the crab scuttled off. Well, Tiddler was very interested in a big cave he saw. So he swam right up to it and peeked inside. And then it looked so interesting that he swam right inside that cave. Now, what do you think happened? Well, that wasn't a cave. No, indeed. It was the big fish, and Tiddler was trapped inside. Oh, he trembled and he shivered. He shook and he quivered until the big fish's tummy felt very funny indeed. The fish's tummy rumbled and grumbled. It turned and it tumbled. It fluttered and groaned and mumbled and moaned. And suddenly the big fish went burp. And when he did, Tiddler swam out. And he shot past the jellyfish. He shot past the crab. He swam right past the limpets. And he didn't stop until he got back home, where his mother was waiting for him. "Well, Tiddler, I hope you've used up all that energy," she said. But she was going to have to wait until morning to find out, because Tiddler was already fast asleep. All right, so let's finish up tonight with Dino Snores by Sandra Boynton. And this is published by Workman. Now, when the sun has gone down and the blue stars appear, then the dinosaurs know that their bedtime is near. So they all clean their teeth, and then their sweet faces too. And they wriggle and stretch, just like dinosaurs do. Their pajamas are cozy. They all put them on. Then they yawn, and they yawn, and they yawn, and they yawn. Now they all settle down in a dinosaur heap. They all close their eyes, and they all fall asleep. And soon they are dreaming, our dinosaur friends. I'm afraid this is when all the snoring begins. The snoring goes on and on and on through the night. They never stop snoring till the first morning light. I like all the dinosaurs, but I just want to say, thank goodness those Dinosnores live far, far away. So now it's time for you to get ready to do some snoring, I think. So Bearnard and I will say good night, and we hope you have sweet dreams and that you'll join us again another time. Bye-bye.